Hey, welcome back, guys. A couple of things to point out as we get started here on phase 2. This program is designed to be done in a gym where you've got machines, you've got a bench, you've got a cable crossover machine that you can take advantage of. I've modified a lot of this to be able to work out at home. I've debated on a number of occasions getting a bench, because getting a bench would make it easier to do some of maybe that incline press rather than using my balance ball. But I've chosen to stick with a simple approach. Stick with my dumbbells, stick with just using my balance ball and modify to fit what it is I have. Or maybe, like today, I'll use my suspension system to take advantage of maybe a decline. So certainly, if you're in a gym and you have access to different machines that you can use, take advantage of that. The second thing I want to point out is phase 1 of this advanced program was ideally designed to be done using those machines in a gym. Those machines that we have in a gym are on a fixed movement type position. So if you think of a press machine, I'm sitting down and I've got a press machine that I can press it forward, but it's a fixed movement. There's no balancing that I need to do. In fact, I could press it forward with one arm and the right side would move as well. It's a limited range that I'm going to be following through. Phase 2 is designed to be done using dumbbells, because this is where we are now going to start to find some of those imbalances that we may have in our body. Because I can't just maybe use the left side if I'm stronger with my left arm or my right arm. I can't favor that side when I'm using dumbbells. So we start to find some of those weaknesses that we may have, and we can start to work on those. And balancing out our muscles is important, because if I start to use one side more than the other, I might start to tweak a little bit to that side of my body and hurt myself inadvertently because I've turned wrong, because one side of my body's not as strong as the other. So keep that in mind as we're doing phase 2. Today we are going to be doing chest, core, and our HIIT, high intensity interval training cycle, at cycle number 5. Cycle 1, we're going to be doing a flat bench. Cycle 2, we're going to be doing decline. Cycle 3 and 4, we're going to be doing some incline. Now, with your chest, you have 3 different sections of muscle to work. You have muscle that connects to your clavicle up at the top, if I'm saying that properly. And those muscles, they attach at the top and they come down. You have muscles that attach to the sternum and come across your chest. Then you have muscles within your chest muscle. You have muscles that attach at the bottom or at like your upper ab and kind of sweep their way up. And the only way to hit all 3 sections of those muscles is to perform different variations in the exercises. So when we talk about doing a traditional bench press, if I'm standing straight up and down and I press forward at a 90-degree angle, I am working on that middle section that attaches to the sternum, that middle section of those chest muscles, which happens to be the majority of the muscle that your chest makes up. If I want to work the upper chest that attaches up to our clavicle, I'm going to raise my arms up. That's when we start to do an incline. I can also, if I had an inclined bench, it would be more obvious, or in my case, because I'm using my balance ball, I try and take that same approach and I'm pressing up. When I press up, I'm no longer at a 90-degree angle to my body. My arms are facing up more. So if I take that position and I stand up, you can see I'm not here at a 90-degree angle. I'm hitting that upper chest by bringing my arms up. You can do the same thing if I go into feet up on the couch. I have, again, no longer am I at a 90-degree angle. As soon as I raise my feet, I can raise my upper body, which forces my arms up, or I can raise my feet, which again forces my arms up into that upper position. So I can hit that upper chest. Same thing holds true when we want to hit those lower chest muscles. We're going to go into maybe a decline. So I could, if I had a decline bench, I certainly could. Feet are higher than my head. I'm pressing. My arms are no longer here. They're not up here, but as I'm pressing more at that kind of an angle to hit the lower chest muscle. You can also maybe use your balance ball, because now I'm again at that same angle to hit the lower chest. My arms are down. So I could use my balance ball and do a press that way. Or maybe you could use your suspension system and do a chest press that way. Either one is challenging, and we'll see where we get to. I may use my balance ball for the decline and try that out today. Let's get started. We've got our flat bench and then some flutter kicks for cycle number 1. Just like phase 1, we have a superset. Between today, it's flat bench, dumbbell, and flutter kicks. However, in phase 2, we're going to be doing 12 reps, 10 reps, and then 8, rather than our 10, 8, 6. We've upped it. We've gone to 12, 10, 8 through this portion. And then repeat that before we then take our rest. Let's get started. You'll see it as we get going here. Again, I've got my flat bench, 12, 10, 8, then into our flutter kicks. Let's get moving. And as always, you know me, let's turn our music up. I'm going to jump into a different song here. And here we go. With our flutter kicks, I'm going to go into more of a V position as we do our flutters. So you can do V up flutter kicks, you can lay back, you can put your head back, whichever one works for you. We're going to double up on these. We're going to do, instead of 12, 10, 8, we're going to do 24, 20, 16. I don't know how many I've done, so we're just going to start from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. All right, we're up. Our flat bench, 10 reps. to our flutters. 20 reps. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, All right, we got 16 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh. This is my first time running through this phase this day as well. It's going to give us its challenges because it's new. All right, first time through the cycle. Check it off as we did in phase 1. Take your 60-second rest. Come back. We're going to repeat it a second and/or third time. I'll pause here. Give us each an opportunity to get through it again, and then I'll be right back for cycle 2. All right, cycle 2. Decline chest press, and then a cable wood chopper. I don't have a decline bench, so as I mentioned at the beginning, I'm going to use my physio ball, which gets me into that declined press, lower chest type position for my press. Adds a challenge being on the balance ball, because now we've got to balance as well. We don't have that stability of being on a bench. Challenge is a good thing. With challenge comes growth. Cable wood chopper, if I'm in a gym, and let's say I've got that cable machine that I'm using for my tricep push down, that same machine, different attachment, maybe a rope attachment, I'm going to do a cable wood chopper. I'm going to bring it down side to side. I'm going to use my band to simulate that side to side as we work our core. That's our superset. Let's get started. 12, 10, and 8. Bear with me, guys. I have not tried these. Let's see what we can do. I do like that one. All right, here we go. Wood choppers. Side to side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 10, 11, 12. All right, we're back to our decline. One, 2, Talk about finding some of our imperfections and balances. That's a good one. That's a challenge. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. See if I can get any more of these. Gotta tighten it all up. Don't let your middle sag. Engage it all. It helps maintain your balance, especially on this physio ball. That's a challenge. I like it. All right, here we go. 8 more. 1, 2. That's 2. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 8. All right. You know the routine. That is cycle 2. You're going to take your 60-second rest. We're going to come back and we're going to repeat it. I'll pause it here so we can do that. And we'll be right back for cycle 3. All right, cycle 3. We've got our incline press. We're working that upper chest now. And we've got a reverse crunch or leg lift. And I'm going to show you different variations that we can do there. I'm going to turn my music back up, jump right back in. We've got 12 on our incline press. Here we start dropping our weight a little bit from our flat bench. Smaller muscle group with the upper chest compared to that mid chest section, much larger group. So we start to drop our weight. Now we're incorporating a little bit more in the shoulders. We want to take care of them. We want to work the muscle. We want to try and focus there, mind-muscle connection. You want to focus on that upper chest muscle. And we don't want to hurt ourselves either. Here we go. Reverse crunch or a leg lift. You can simply, we've done this in the original program. We can simply leg lift it. You can put your hands, if you're feeling it in your lower back, your abs are not strong enough yet. It's a weakness that we have sometimes, right? It's what I had the first time through the program. We can put our hands underneath our butt and do our leg lift. We can do hands up. Level 2. Leg lift. Heels to the heavens. Raise it up as you do that leg lift. Level 3 tends, you're going to want to grab onto maybe a bench if you were on a flat bench, or in my case, the couch. And I don't know that I can do this one, bear with me. When we bring it up, that's a leg lift. We actually don't ever drop, I can't do it. Actually, we don't ever drop our butt down. We raise the whole body on up. That's why you need to secure yourself. If your abs are strong enough for that one, mine are not. So, I'm gonna do leg lift, heels up. We got 12 reps. 2, 3, 4, then back to our incline with our 10 reps. Back to our leg lifts, or leg lift, heels to the heavens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Smart when you pick up your weights, guys. Good foundation, pick them up, sit back down. 8 reps, let's go. 8. Cycle 3. All right, again, make your mark, check that off. Take your 60, pause the video, run through it a second and third time, and then we'll be back in a moment for cycle 4. All right, cycle number 4. Turn my music down a touch. I got tired of feeling like I was yelling. We've got an incline dumbbell fly and a knee to elbow plank. I'll go back to the idea of if I'm in a gym, I've got that big cable crossover machine. I'm gonna stick my incline bench right in the middle of it. I'm gonna set my bars, or my cable machine, I'm gonna set them down low on each side. And I'm gonna grab those cables, lay back in my incline, and I'm going to do an incline fly with that cable machine. I'm at home. I don't have a big cable machine. I like to keep it simple. I'm going to use, as you've seen me do this before, I'm going to use my band, and now I've dropped my weight yet again. With an incline fly, we tend to come out a little bit wider than when we're just doing a press, right? Which means we're putting our shoulders, we've got a much further lever out here, we're putting our shoulders at a disadvantage, a greater disadvantage than we were before, because of that leverage of our arm being further out. I'll add the fact that I'm also using a band with it. Yes, I've dropped my weights a little bit. I want to work the muscle. I want to work that middle part a little bit more now. So I'm doing a fly, but I want to do it wise. We're then going to roll into a knee to elbow plank. And when you do this one, you can either go on your hands, knee to elbow. Okay, one up, back. The other one up, then back. You can also, which we've done before, is rather than on your hands, on your elbows. So when I do that knee to elbow, I don't have as much shoulder in on this one. I found for myself, when I do the knee to elbow plank, up on my hands, especially on chest day, my shoulders start to want to really tighten up, and I get a pinch in there that I don't like. It's certainly not going to help me because I'm trying to do my incline fly. So I'm going to go on my elbows. You can also, when you're on your elbows, knee to elbow. You can go side to side and raise your elbow up, or just bring your knee up to the elbow. That one's up to you. Whichever you prefer, or just switch it up. Variety is the spice of life. All right, enough talking. Let's grab our band. Let's turn our music back up. And let's get our incline dumbbell fly. I can do some of these exercises without making the faces. I just don't know if I can do it. Here we go, knee to elbow. 11, 12. If you need to just do 12 total rather than 12 per side, it's all right to start somewhere. All right, we got 10. Man, glad I dropped that weight. Allow me to focus on bringing the weight up and then squeezing it over. If I wouldn't have dropped the weight, I'd have been struggling too hard just to bring the weights up. I don't think I would have been able to squeeze the weights over, which is what I was really shooting for with my fly. Here we go. knee to elbow. More. I may have to drop this weight one more time. For the second time through this cycle. Couldn't press them together for that fly motion on the last two very well. Number 7, not at all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was cycle number 4. We're going to pause it, take your 60, repeat it, and then we're going to come back for cycle number 5. Be right back, guys. All right, cycle number 5. Haven't started my music yet because we're going to see if we can't get it done in the length of one song. Cycle number 5, in and out squats. We're down, we're up, out and in. In and out squats, and then we're going to run into some mountain climbers. So very similar to our knee to elbow plank. This time we are going to go up on our hands. Because the only way we're going to be able to get the speed to keep our knees moving is when we get up on our hands for the mountain climber. With a mountain climber, we don't ever have both feet back in that full plank position. When you're doing a mountain climber, it's up. So when one leg comes up, the other leg goes back, as opposed to when we did our knee to elbow, the one knee came up and then back, and then the other one came up and then back. Here, mountain climbers, it's up, 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 up. And when we do those, we're going to double up and do our 24, 20, and 16 reps. This is our HIIT cycle, high intensity, interval training, get the heart rate up, start burning off some more of that gristle, some of that excess that we all tend to carry. I'm going to start my music and we're going to get rolling. You ready? Here we go. 12 reps, in and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, we're down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're back up. We're in and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we got 20 of them. 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, we got 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 16 mountain climbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That was first round, cycle 5. Check that off. Take your ever desired 60-second rest. Come back, repeat that, and that will be phase 2, week 1, day 1. Take care, guys.